What's going on, everyone? I'm Bobby. This is
Hi, Bobby.
the first time I've ever done a video like this.
No, it ain't. Man, you know, man, even if it has nothing to do with me, sometimes snakes need to get their fucking head cut off. And all that racist ass shit that you have said done came back and bit you right in the motherfucking face. So this gives me great due to react to this fucking pig.
I've been on YouTube since 2010, and I've never been involved in drama.
Now, you always been involved with drama. You the one that had Ryan pushing them to go do that shit. And then you want to call it back, man. It's crazy because you try to play both sides of the fence. Fat racist pig, dog. This is so awesome, dog, because the whole spill that you get right now, I bet you it's the same shit that you told Stupid when you told her to do this and do that to get in the good graces of Upchurch. She probably should have did it because she was lying. But the way that you did it, if she wasn't, it makes you a bigger pig than you are, dog. I knew it. I knew it at the beginning. You and his mama was the boy, like the scum of the earth, because y'all both pushed that shit about racism. And don't take him from it because y'all never had shit. Man, it was a point of time we was about to make some real money, that just because y'all had big egos, that man couldn't make no real money. Y'all stopped him from real money. Real money. Just dig that.
I've never put anything out there. I've never commented on stuff.
Yeah, you did.
People have tried to bait me into it, and I haven't done it.
Man, you lying, man.
I'm here now because...
Why you lying, dog? You lying. Lying pig.
I let a lot of people down. And I let myself down. More importantly, I let Ryan down, and I let other people in that camp down.
Like, my thing is, if you say something, stand on it. That's why I'm like, man, record me. Let them see me saying it. You ain't gonna see me type nothing. I ain't no type warrior. You know, I see fuckboy always like, hey, if you got something to say my fucking name. I think Adam Calhoun said that. And so that lets you know I don't like him, and a lot of people other that, because it's kind of to the point that when you fuck with somebody money and you do it because of the color of their skin, usually the universe settles things like that, and it's just such a rewarding feeling to see the rooster come home.
By them hearing horrible, disgusting things that I said, and all I can say is that it's not okay. It's not okay whether we feel justified or whether we feel that we're in the moment, or someone says, oh, people say things when they're venting, or people say things when they're angry. It's not okay. Every bit of anger and visceral hate and horrible things you can say and lob at me, I deserve every single...
So what, you gonna try to nip it in the bud? Come on, my nigga, please. Man, come on, boss. You trying to get away from some scars, man. That's just, you're a different type of cat, man. Won't you just own that shit? I mean, you're trying to own it, but you're trying to get out of it at the same time. Dog, why don't you stand on what the fuck you said? Stand on it. Don't be no pussy now. You've been talking that shit for 10 years. Don't be no pussy now, man. You coward.
One of them. I don't deny that at all for that conversation. But I'm asking you to look at the totality of it.
What's that?
I'm asking you not to forgive me or forget at all. But look at the journey that we've had together. That wasn't put on, and that wasn't out of anything.
It was. It was for the money. It was for the money, dog. And now the man got smart, went off on his own, left you and your fat ass, and was like, hey, I could do this on my own. Probably didn't have no paper. Probably didn't have nothing to go in the future because you preach that negative ass racist shit that kind of fucked them up a little bit. Really fucked them up, to be honest. If you was the one that was like, yeah, man, fuck it, don't go with the media, go with Trump. I don't know. I don't know what you did. But if you push that negative narrative on that man, you stop him from being a super wealthy man. He rich now, but you stopped him from being wealthy. That's real. That's real nigga shit. You stopped him from being wealthy. You put a cap on him because you don't know the business.
But love and admiration for wanting him, Ryan, to achieve all that. For his mom and all the rest of them. That was from the heart.
Don't cry.
When I met Ryan, he didn't have anything. That's on this channel too. But I knew he could have more. And I swear to you, I have been there and I have not done anything. I know he feels like that. And I know that now there's a recording of something and people can just say anything they want. But ask anybody who I've ever met or anybody that's been around me and Ryan or met me over the years. Even after all this, I wasn't salty. I didn't run him down. I didn't do any of that.
And after what? I mean, what happened? Just, man, sometimes snakes, whatever you do in the dark comes to the light. And man, you just was a snake. You was a snake the whole time. You know, but I mean, they ain't gonna listen to no black guy. I was just a black dummy.
I said, pray for him, pray for him. People hit me up and asking me about things that were going crazy at that time. What's going on with him? I said, just pray for him, man. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh yeah, you're Christian religion. Listen, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. You guys see that. But I'm telling you.
That's weird, man.
I never wanted nothing. I never did nothing to hurt that boy. I'm telling you. And it's all there. It's all there.
Hey,
I'm
man,
telling you.
this is weird, man. That's what church people do kind of sometimes, though.
Was in my
They'll
office,
fuck up my nigga. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
I got involved and caught up in it.
Like, what the fuck?
And I was just, and I used the word humble, man. Not in a derogatory way, in a way to say, hey, look at the blessings, man. Focus on that, not on all this other stuff.
Yeah, man.
And now I'm just
basically, man, hey, don't look at what I said, how I was going to take you down. Look how I built you up before I said I was going to take you down. Man, this is crazy, man. This is awesome. This is awesome, dog. I want him to cry. Are you going to cry?
Because this is what they hear, and this is what they'll think, and this is what you think. Redneck Nation was created because I grew up here, and it was about family, truth, and marriage. And it was about also helping people chase their dreams.
Yeah, whatever, man. It's about you getting some money, get some
was to buy
bread.
a studio and do those things that help.
Yeah.
In the first
Don't
tour
get
bus,
mad
the
at me.
van and all that.
Don't get mad at me,
Redneck
dog.
Nation was about.
I helped you get on. I paid your way, so you know. No.
I don't expect any of you to forgive me ever.
Well, then why you make a video?
But I'm telling you, I never did anything. I never did anything to hurt that boy. Never did anything. That was a conversation that was caught. It's horrible and it's awful, and I have no defense for it. I wasn't communicating with Ron. I wasn't talking to him on the phone, and I did not know what else to do.
Basically,
and listen to me
that shit,
when I say this.
Let me translate that for you. He cut me off. He wouldn't fuck with me no more. I wasn't making no more money, and I got mad. So I told him, let's shut him down. I was, hey man, I'm always gonna hope people do good, kind of, sort of. Even if fuck that, I hope she do well. Let's go ahead and equate it to what I did with old girl and what he did. See, I actually fucked with the music. Only thing he did was come up with money. And when you come up with money, you just a regular dickhead with money. When you come up with the plan of action, how you're gonna do it, the music, how to put the song together, that's when you could say, fuck them, I'ma do it again. He couldn't. That was his mermaid. It was like lucky, you know. He found somebody that believed him, that was broke, that was talented, and he got lucky. You know, he probably tried to recreate that 100 times, but it's only one Upchurch, and he thought it was all because of him, but he just gave somebody that was really blessed with talent money, and he could never recreate that again. Never. Just because he don't got it, he's not talented. He's a bullshit religious freak who likes to fuck people.
I never ever want anything but for him to do and achieve everything that he wants to do.
Man,
I'm not asking for your forgiveness. I don't deserve it.
But then why are you making this video?
People get hot and they say stuff. It's not okay. It's not okay if you get mad about something with your mom or something with your wife or your girlfriend. It's not okay to cut deep and go for something that you know will hurt them. You know it's purposely going to hurt them. And you say it because you know that. That's
because
the one thing that'll hurt them. This person knew my relationship with Ryan. They knew that would be the thing that would get me.
What, it was other shit that should have got you?
They knew that. But I don't even hold them responsible. This is a lesson, man. This is a lesson for me to teach everybody.
Yeah, I never
even
make
when
that
you think
shit.
it's okay, like you're venting with your friend or someone you consider family member.
Like, say, after whatever happened, I never go like crying like, oh, please, I'm fucked up. Please let me come back so I can fuck over you some more. This is really bad, man. This is kind of embarrassing to watch, man. Like, how much longer we got? 2 minutes. This is bad. This is, man, what a coward.
There's someone else on the other side of that. And if you don't want them to feel like that, and you don't want them to feel like the whole world's coming down because someone that they loved and trusted and was supposed to be better, I'm supposed to be better than that. I thought you could just go through life and people were like, well, I never heard a bad thing about you, and I never heard, and I do for people, and I give. That's not enough. That's not enough.
Wow.
It's not enough.
Okay, boss. Okay.
I apologize to everybody who feels betrayed or hurt, but I'm telling you, I swear to you,
man, that shit ain't gonna work.
I promise you.
How you gonna, man?
I'm giving you my word.
Well, so did you mean what you said? Like, hey, let's get some bots and fuck up his shit. Like, that's pretty straightforward. I don't know, like, what else could you mean? Like robots? Or that's like getting, like, if you're married and you get a bitch pregnant and you go to your mom like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to fuck the bitch and nut in her and have a baby. I mean, I didn't really mean it. Like, my dick really didn't go in her. It just went in her, but it didn't really go in her. It just went in her. It's the same, man. Wow, man. People always tell on themselves.
Never, ever, ever done anything to hurt Ryan in any way, shape, or form besides this horrible conversation.
Wow.
You don't have to believe me.
You don't believe you. You don't believe you, buddy.
And I can tell you that what I feel is a million times worse than what anybody could ever come
so
my
typical,
way.
Man.
And I get it.
So typical. It's like the apology 001. I mean, like I guarantee you this dude cheated or beat up his wife, and then he went to like marriage therapy, and he's trying to do the same shit over here now. Like I don't know. It's just weird, man. It's so typical. It's so textbook apology. I'm gonna take all the shit so it don't get worse, and I don't look like a dumbass like I am. It's just some dumbass shit that didn't work. That's what happens when people think they're smart but really dumb as fuck.
How do you feel about Adam Calhoun denouncing Trump?
Oh man, I thought that was really, really weird. But it's typical what he do. He thought everybody else was going to denounce him, and then he got caught with his dick in his mouth, and then so he was like, okay, I think I'll run for president now, so that'll make a little bit more sense. Yeah, man, he probably thought everybody was going to agree with him, so he tried to beat everybody to the punch and record it and tape it. Yeah, he still supports Trump, man. He just did it because he thought people was going to agree with him. Yeah, let's agree with him. But when he said that, it was like, people didn't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he changed that narrative real quick. It's all about the narrative, and it's all about how people perceive him and like him. He just want to be liked because people probably never liked him when he was younger. I could give a fuck if people like me or not. I done had people liking me when I was young.
Why do you think Calhoun does so many collaborative projects?
Because he's not talented. That's the biggest reason. He knows, and that's not dumb. It's pretty smart. You know, you're getting the endorsement of other people. You know, he done did stuff with Demon Jones, and both of them was kind of sucky. He did stuff with Hozier. Neither one of them really good. You know, Ryan, boom, that was big. Tom McDonald is a different cat, man. He that definitely put him to another level because Tom McDonald is a really, really workaholic. He does the music and the beats. He keep it consistent. He keep it controversial. You know, it's either two ways, right? You either keep it controversial or you keep it conscious or unconscious. So it's three ways. But either he's controversial, conscious, or just some other bullshit over there that's just party. Tom is kind of really smart by staying political in the USA and still being Canadian. So Adam tried to jump on that a little bit, but he just sucked.
Why do you think Adam's so successful in music?
It's because if you look at the age now, man, like we doing this tonight, Jake Paul fighting. One of them low. Which one fighting tonight?
Jake.
Okay, so Jake Paul. If Jake Paul come out with an album right now, he'll have the #1 album. When he beat up that little nigga, what was his name? Nate Robinson. When he came up, he beat up Nate Robinson. I think he released a mixtape 2 days later, and it was #1. That's what's going on, really, man. Like, he's a real big influencer. He says a lot of, kind of hate stuff. It's either trans or black or Chinese or whatever it is. That's kind of how he came up. And when you do that, I mean, you even could look what, Bobby was saying about Ryan, and how Ryan even says that he did jokes for the first 7-8 months. Like his first 300,000-400,000 subs was from jokes and being funny. So he built that. After that, man, you could kind of sell anything, even music. The standard is so low for rap music today. It's kind of mumble jumble. I don't think a lot of brothers really like that shit, man. It's like some backwoods country thing, man, and he caught a non-talented little wave, and it's weird, man. It's kind of weird, man. If you like, I went to a couple of concerts, and he sits there really weird. He don't dance, he don't put on the show. Ryan puts on a hell of a show, but he just sits there, and I think he comes with maybe a case of beer that he gives them out, and people comes on the stage and they rap with him, and that's his show. It's just boring. It's so lackluster. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to underwhelming performance on the recording booth or on stage. It sucks, man. I'm a rap enthusiast, and that doesn't enthuse me.
Do you think Adam was sincere about freeing Larry Hoover?
Hell no, man. That was one of the worst things. That, and when he said that he wanted to make a song with Vaughn and Pop Smoke. Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. You gonna say that because they dead. And you want to say that because he locked up and that's cool. You want to get some black votes. Come on, man. That's insulting, man. That ain't how you do that, buddy.
How do you feel about FJ Outlaw?
FJ Outlaw can rap, man. He's from Florida. He rides the beat pretty good. I love his whole thing. I think if he really, I don't think he has to do country rap. I think he could just be a rapper and be really good. He'll be bigger. He'll have a bigger ceiling. Sometimes that lane will hold you back. He should just do rap. And if those people like it, hell, I don't think he should just concentrate on marketing to one specific lane because he's pretty talented. He got a great voice. He has a great look. He knows how to make great music. So I think he should not paint himself into a corner because he has a huge potential.
What do you think about Dylan Talks?
I'm like this. You can't be nice to everybody. That means you kind of brown nose, and I think he's a brown noser. I just don't like people who always have something good to say. It's like, do you ever, if it's not like, say, the people that he's fans of, is that the only people you go against? Or do you always agree with people you're fans of? Like, even if I like shit, if they wrong, they wrong. And I don't think if whoever he likes, like say Calhoun and Ryan, right? That's who he likes a lot. I don't think they could ever do anything wrong. And I think if you're going to do this, I think you need to give the white and the black, the good and the bad. I don't think you need to be so biased. I'm never going to be biased. I'm always going to say the real, or how I feel. It might not be the real opinionator, but I think it should be kind of unbiased when you give opinions.
How do you feel about Clarence Thomas?
Clarence Thomas. I'm glad I'm not his kids. He's very disappointing. Now, that is the true Uncle Ruckus. My dog, me and my dog talking, and my dog he always wanted to know who it was, so it all was the darker guy was Uncle Ruckus. So I think you know who I'm talking about, but that's my nigga, man. I really like that guy. He know who I'm talking about. But anyway, Clarence Thomas is the original Uncle Ruckus. For him to be that smart, it's so hard to want to talk about somebody bad, but when you want to hurt your own kind and take away things that got you there, you know, that's when, you know, like, yeah, I'm glad it worked for me, but I don't think it should work no more for my people. And I don't think he understands what my people is. It's really hard to talk about Clarence Thomas in a good way. And for him to have that power, you hope one day that he wakes up and knows that he just a nigga in the Supreme Court.
Are you still going to be on Country Rap Report?
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Hopefully that'll be coming soon. Me and my man Vic XL, we talked a couple times. We actually have very fruitful conversations now, and I could actually consider him an ally and a friend. We chop it up, stay in touch. I really don't stay in touch with nobody, but that brother came to me real, and I respect that because he wanted to talk. I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk to this guy, man. What the fuck I want to talk to him about? But you know, he kind of pushed forward, man. He's a persistent dude, and he got me to talk to him, man. And I usually be like, if I don't like you, I'm like, fuck you. I'm talking to you, fuck we talking fuck. But I don't know, man. He was a little different. He had a little twang in his eye that, you know, you kind of can't turn him down. He's a real one, man. That's somebody that if I offended, I really apologize to him because I definitely spoke out of text. I didn't know him to speak on him, and that's on me. That's my bad. So I apologize to Big XL.
Do you like Bad Wolf's music?
I do. Man, Bad Wolf was on 2 episodes of one of my favorite shows, the Mayor of Kingston. And I was so shocked. I was so proud of him. I'm like, man, that's my nigga, man. Go get him, dog. And he's unique, man, because he's a real live country nigga. Like country nigga with gold teeth, black, you know, fuck with Yellow Wolf. I love that shit, man. Is he a super duper rapper? I don't think he's trying to be. He just jamming. You know, I don't think he's trying to be a lyricist. He's not that. You know, it's always making music. Music is first, you know, and then your discipline is next. If you could sing, if you could rap, you know, or do poetry or whatever you do, if you drum or play the guitar, that's the disciplines within music. It all depends on the type of music you make. Is he a super duper rapper? I wouldn't call him that. Does he make pretty good music? Man, every time he does his thing and does his, like, you know, he has his thing. He has a niche that he does. And once he does that, it's always jamming. Like, all black Johnny Cash on the ass, you know. And I like it. I mean, I like him. He's cool. He's a cool dude, man. I have nothing but good shit to say about Brother Bad Wolf.
How do you feel about Justin Times?
Don't like him at all, man. You know, a coward always gonna be a fan and somebody that throw up pom-poms. Like Jason Times is the ultimate pom-pom cheerleader type cat. You know, whoever is winning, that's who he's gonna support. Even if it was somebody that didn't like him or he didn't like. If they start doing good, he likes them. He just, man, not trill. He's not real. You know, you look at that dumbass little picture up there, man, that's him. You know, that's him. He's just not real, man, and try to be so tough. I remember, man, we went to Arizona, he was apologizing like a motherfucker, man. He thought it was, you know, it was a little bit of tension, man. He didn't want none of that shit. Coward. He lucky he got in a group with Big Murph. If it wasn't for Big Murph, he'll be fucking relevant. Big Murph is the one that held that little group down. You saw him, he stopped making music by himself. He had to get Big Murph. I think they did like 3 or 4 collaborative albums because he's just not a rapper. He's a promoter. The wealth of talent in country rap is so poor. You got promoters in there trying to be musicians and having success with it, and that's just the time.
How do you feel about Big Murph?
Big Murph got skills, man. I should have actually, when I was talking about the other guys that I really like, I didn't mention Big Murph, and that was like, you know, everybody, every time you see stuff and listen to yourself, damn, it's like, damn, I forgot somebody, and he was one of the people that I really, really forgot about, man. Big Murph is pretty fucking good. Big Murph and Jesse B, those two, I think. Listening to it, I was just listening to some Jesse Boyle's music the other day, man, and she might be, other than Upchurch, man, she might be the second best rapper in country rap. She's really fucking good. I was listening to her ABBA, you know, the shit that I was laughing about Adam about, like he always oh god, he's so, man, Jesse B will fuck Adam up, and don't ever do a song with Jesse B, Adam, because then you'll lose to 2 girls. Yeah, man, she's really good. That's the other person. Big Murph and Jesse B got Jesse B really, really is good. Like I say, man, she putting them boys to shame. She's the truth. I wish she wouldn't do the shit that she doing now, going after the labels. She need to concentrate on her music, because I think she might be chasing the wind through the forest with that. And the one thing I learned about chasing the wind through the forest is you'll never catch it. So if you ever listen to a brother, baby, you ain't got to do that to chase, trying to find out the scamming. It's always going to be scamming anything and everything you do. Do your music, stay independent, control your shit, and you ain't got to worry about none of that dumbass shit. Don't worry about that shit. Please, you're too good to worry about that.
Do you think Jesse B is better than Katie Noel?
Hell yeah, by far, hands down, not even close. I had to teach Katie, dog. I mean, I wish I could play some shit from her at the beginning, man. It was ultra horrible. Now singing and country and doing that shit, man, she is ridiculous. And her ear for music, Katie, ear for music, unbelievable. But at the beginning, man, whew, it was bad. It was bad. We should release some of that shit. Man, it was just not good at the beginning. It was just not good. But what she got to at the end, you know, she just tried to be Ryan too much.
How do you feel about Tony Yayo?
Tony Yayo. Man, he's like Justin Times. I don't get Tony Yayo, man. I'm like, my nigga, at some point in time, you need to talk about yourself. You know, all you talk about is 50 Cent, man. Oh, man, 50 this, 50 that. It's like the biggest, what it's called, you're a dick rider. That's what it is? I think so. Yeah, Tony Yayo is definitely the biggest dick rider in music. Tony Yayo and Too Big MC. Like Tony Yayo used to be the nigga that used to be with Hammer and was like, Hammer, you turning it up? Or Flavor Flav, but just more of a fuck nigga. Like, you could tell he a fuck nigga. Like, wow. Stop now.